Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you both for coming today. It's no secret, I am deeply, deeply concerned about the status of Native American children and particularly Native American families. This morning I met with some of my tribal council members, heard stories of about a one-bedroom, 13 to 15 people sleeping on the floor. They roll the mattresses out, pick them up. This is not uncommon. And so we have, especially for direct service tribes, this is so critical. And, you know, the story today should be the headline story in the national news. A 19% cut is what you're suggesting will happen if they reallocate money to school construction?
Well, if we adopt, if the House budget passes, that's what we would get, a 19% cut across the board for everything. And the one upside is that there would be money for school construction, but it would be a cut to virtually everything else. So it's that's right. That's the House budget I was describing.
Yeah. Right. It's not, and that's the point. The point is that you're robbing from Peter to pay Paul when there's not enough money to do everything. That absolutely this isn't Cadillac. This is bare subsistence. This is bare existence. These are atrocious, appalling conditions that should not happen in this country. And we need advocates. Beyond this committee, we need advocates in the administration. And we went, Senator Murkowski and I sat and listened, and there was a lot of, yes, we hear your concern, yes, you hear your concern. I've heard that for a lot of years. Yes, we hear your concern, and nothing happens. We don't improve the conditions, and we've got to be doing better. A point that I want to make that's not made by these numbers, which is the growth in population that is being served. And Kevin, can you tell us what do you think? Can you give us a number on the a number of people who population that has increased as a result of additional births and additional people living on the reservation? So we're trying to take these budget cuts against serving more and more people. What's been the population growth in Indian country in the United States?
I don't have the exact figures on that, but we are a community that has been growing dramatically, and I believe it's under 2 million people that we serve, but that's in a very fast-growing community. And you're right, the money it doesn't stretch when you get, our budget hasn't been growing as the population has grown.
Yeah, and for Ms. Rubidoux, curious about your position on Medicaid. One of the stopgaps that we might be able to utilize in terms of expanding capacity for enrolled members and tribal members is enrolling more members in Medicaid, which would actually help you because you're a billable agency. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you can bill if people are on Medicaid, plus, there is another way to supplement Indian Health Service. So what are you doing to promote increased enrollments into the Medicaid system?
Well,
do you believe that's a solution, and what are you doing to promote it?
You're absolutely right. The Medicaid expansion that is happening in many states and getting more American Indians to enroll in Medicaid in general is critical for our facilities. Some of our facilities, approximately half of their budget is third-party resources. And if we can get more of our patients enrolled, it means more revenue.
So you agree with me that this could be an expansion that we need to get parity for Native Americans who are within the Indian health system. But my question is, what are you doing to encourage those enrollments?
We're doing everything we can. We did training with our business office staff to make sure they understand how to help with enrollment. We're doing weekly question and answer telephone calls to make sure they understand and making
Have
sure
we seen an increase in the number of enrollments?
I don't have that information right now, but I'll get that to you.
That would be something that I think would be very helpful, because it's a way beyond our budget problems right now to expand capacity to provide service, plus the ability to seek health care beyond the Indian health system if you're living in, let's say, Fargo. And need to see a doctor. Being on Medicaid will facilitate that. We won't get into the system of reimbursement from Indian Health, which is incredibly frustrating for my providers. And so just really interested in both of you thinking beyond the box on how we can expand capacity, because even if we double these numbers, we still will have people underserved. And so this is crisis, and we need to make that point.